day viewers, it's Antilles Gaming here, and today we are back on Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Sorry, I had a little bit of a yawn in the middle of that. Okay, so, yeah. We, right now, are going to go talk to Shani. If her side of the mission doesn't take too long, then we'll go straight to meet Olgierd as soon as we're done. But if it takes a pretty good amount, then we'll save it. We'll do Shani's portion in this episode, then the other part in the next episode. And since... Okay, so here's how it's gonna go this week. If this episode is one episode, like where I do Shani's part, then the Olgierd ending, then the next episode will go straight into Blood and Wine. But if I do Shani's part in one episode, then Olgierd's in another, then the episode after will be Blood and Wine. Either way, as soon as we're done with this, we're going straight into the Blood and Wine DLC. And honestly, I can't wait, because that is one of my favorite DLCs. There's also where you can get the Erendite. But...
Hey, pretty boy. What do I gotta do to get a...
And trust me, we want to talk to Shani, because... Look. Olgierd may seem mean and all that, but there's a reason for it. And, like, whenever his wife says that he doesn't feel anything for her or whatever, and he says, I feel nothing, he wasn't saying that in a way to be mean. He literally feels nothing. He can't feel anything. Because of the wish he made, and yeah, that's on him, but still, he had good intentions for the stuff he's done, which is why we also see in the flashback that he tried to get the deal that he made with Odin canceled, but it didn't play out that way. He wanted to make his wife happy, and he tried to be happy, but he couldn't because of the deal. So that's why I personally that's why I side with Olgierd, even though you can get some good stuff from Odin, but it's the right thing to do.
Shani?
Oh, Geralt. Good thing you're here.
What happened? Somebody break in?
This? No. Just getting ready to move.
What? When? Where to?
Not what I wanted to talk to you about. Or at least not only, but... I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons. I'm Kedwin bound.
I do like her, but my heart will always belong to Triss, but still.
Never mentioned you'd be moving. Any intention to either.
I didn't know I would be. Found out this morning. 2 soldiers came to my door, said Redania needs me again.
Couldn't turn them down? Just say no?
Perhaps I could have. But I didn't want to. Treating the ill and wounded, it's my calling. No place I'm needed more than at the front.
Look, I know I should tell her not to go because of whatever, but like I said, my heart belongs to Triss, and she loves helping people, so I'm not gonna tell her no.
I understand. Any chance we'll see each other again?
Someday, I'm sure.
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows him.
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the Academy, an assistant to Professor Permathine Shakeslock, claims Olgierd von Everec met with the professor multiple times. Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research. Professor got so worked up doing it, he went daffy. Started jealously guarding his notes. Wouldn't even let his assistant look at them.
The professor, where'll I find him?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside his house on Academy grounds. Mage hunters guard his door.
Oh, yay! The mage hunters. Boy, missed them! Well, I missed cutting him in half, that's for sure.
Mage hunters at the door. He under house arrest?
I can't say, really. Some of the faculty think him a traitor. Say he sold out to the hunters for a hefty pouch of gold. The assistant, on the other hand, insists the professor wants him there to protect him. I don't know what from.
What's your guess?
He's certainly useful to them. A specialist in black magic and the occult? Must be a trove of knowledge. If he's really gone off his nutter, I wouldn't be surprised to see them using him.
And it wouldn't put me past them. Just look what they did to the Baron's daughter.
Need to talk to this professor.
We'll go together. Redanian guards all over the... Doubt you'll get in alone.
Guards have never stopped me, you know that.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides, we might run into a friend. Get free and easy.
Geralt, she has a point with that. I mean... Now, why is she sided with Dania of all people?
So how are things at the Academy these days?
You mean since Radovid shut it down?
I mean, is it well guarded?
Might be all it is. Many of the faculty fled to the far north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guises of tailors and laundresses. Why?
Just curious. Scholars seem to have adopted Madix. They in the same bind? So the Eastern Front, and then?
Depends where they send me.
Wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't worry.
I remember going into that prison. Sucks what happened to those girls. A lot of books out here. Anyone want to tell me what's going on with those?
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the Academy.
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become quite the stickler, Norbert. You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Fine. Dandy. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky man. Because if I'd not decided to operate, you'd be a cripple to the end of your days.
Bruno, eh? Maybe we ought to let her in. She's a decent lass. Not like to steal nothing.
All right. But alone, which will draw too much attention. I'd rather not get shite from the captain on his account.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go in, then help you sneak in around the back.
How?
Don't know, but I'll figure something out. Usually aren't nearly as many guards on the riverside.
Agreed.
All right, let me in. Geralt! Psst! Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Grab the line!
Where'd you get the rope?
Long story. But we've done well. Professor Shakeslock's house is at the end of this street. Witch hunters guard the door. Doubt I'll be able to sweet-talk them.
Been a huge help already, Shani. Thanks.
It was nothing. Really. You'd have done the same for me. If you wish to see me again before I go, I'll be at home. Packing will take some time yet.
All right. Be seeing you.
Honestly, I always hear people talk about, like, Geralt choosing Triss or Yennefer. No one ever talks about Shani. Like, no one ever mentions, like, why doesn't he ever, well, that just lit itself. Like, no one ever brings up him hooking up with Shani. which I think would still be a good match. Oh boy. Now I'm gonna have the archer guy coming at me. Come on, come over here. I don't want to deal with the archer man.
I will kill.
Yeah, best thing to do when fighting multiple enemies, don't lock onto one.
Shit yourself out. What the flying fuck is this? Intruder! Get him!
Come on.
I will kill you. Get him from both sides.
Okay, okay, don't get too... Oh boy. Okay, whirl is really useful, but you have to make sure that you're not, that if you're fighting multiple enemies, don't lock on to one enemy. Because if you do, you're kind of defeating the purpose of it. The best thing to do, move towards an enemy while you're attacking, but then get a few hits in and then switch to the next guy. I know that's probably common sense, but who said I know anything about common sense?
Locked tight. Need another way in. You leave a window open, maybe?
Well, it's video game logic, so I'm willing to bet that maybe he has. Also, for the ending, let's just say I'm not going through all this trouble for nothing. And we are gonna go meet with Shawnee before we embark on our final journey. Well, not final journey, but... That's the house. I don't think I'm supposed to be... Ah, there it is. There we go. Oh boy. Hello? Anybody home? Oh, stairs this way.
Franco? Is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot. And take the platter. I shan't be eating today.
Professor Shakeslock?
Who the blazes? How'd you get in? Get out. I know nothing. Don't wish to know anything. Understand? No, no, no. Out!
Not gonna hurt you.
That demon sent you. I'm sure of it.
What demon?
Feigned ignorance. Please. You know. Gaunter O'Dim. Evil incarnate.
He didn't send me, but he is why I'm here. I'm a witcher.
A mutant. Yeah. Could be.
Why are there guards outside your door? You a prisoner?
Protective custody. That's the phrase. Protective. When I cannot decide my own fate, cannot breathe without their permission.
What do they want from you?
You may not be aware, but I'm one of the foremost experts on the occult. Living experts, that is. My mentor was the outstanding Professor Lionel Van...
And you're cooperating with the witch hunters now?
Cooperating? As if I had a choice. They're ignorant, but not enough to ignore what I know about magic, witches, sorceresses, what have you. Knowledge they use for barbaric ends. But that's beyond my control.
Came here because I need information. Think you might be the only man who has it.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creature.
What did Olgierd von Everec want from...
I curse the day I first set eyes upon the man. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack of gold were I only to find out who Gaunter O'Dim is and how to get rid of him. I agreed. Such matters are my speciality. And I needed the coin. I pored over countless tomes, delved into obscure incidents and analysed folk legends. I went so far as to travel to Nilfgaard, the library there, where at last I hit upon the mysterious entity's trail. There are records of encounters dating back thousands of years in many cultures, under many names, but always as evil incarnate. In this land we call him Gaunter O'Dim, at times Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass. In deciphering the ancient scrawlings I went blind, yet I learned a great deal. For example, that he plays with his victims and thrives on pacts above all else. Seemingly harmless contracts which drive their parties to madness.
And if you notice around, that all this, it's not a coincidence that the house is doing that, like, and it's not Geralt that weakened the house. Gaunter knows. He knows where he is, but I think this circle is keeping him protected. But Gaunter don't want certain information to get out.
Know anything else about the man?
Gaunter O'Dim is no man. He is evil. Evil which assumes various forms. Forget about him, or die.
You're alive.
Alive? Yet I live in constant fear, born of what I've learned about him.
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
He told me himself. Paid me a visit once. Fascinating meeting that was. I was blind already, but saw him clearly. He smiled at me. Said he was honoured I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me, and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me. He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me, you see.
Ever tried to leave it?
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
You can't trust the words of Gaunter O'Dim.
Olgierd signed one of these pacts with him?
Brilliant deduction. But have you guessed why? You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line. He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him. Yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family, a powerful house, could not accept this, would not marry their daughter to a nobody. Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the better. Yet Iris refused to cut her family ties.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution. A man who would grant any wish. His name, Master Mirror. The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and Odim, a meeting at a crossroads, a wish, a pact signed in blood, and a price to be paid. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. Odim delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world, his betrothed and his brother, Vladimir. Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
And now we know the truth.
So did Olgierd kill his own brother?
No. Deduce, Witcher. Odim acts directly or indirectly. Olgierd merely signed the blood letter. The next day, his brother was dead.
He used his own brother to pay the price. But still, we're talking about the lesser of two evils here of helping.
Olgierd tell you all that?
He had to. How else was I to diagnose his case?
Make it sound like an illness.
It is worse. Many illnesses are treatable, but play with evil, and medicine can be much harder to find.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of Odim? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold as ice. His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he'd loved. Had he wanted any of this? No. Odim grants what you wish, not what you want. All who sign a pact learn the difference and die by it.
All? No way to get rid of him?
Kill him, you mean? Kill evil? No. Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating Odim at his own game.
Meaning?
Odim wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits. Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
Odim left a mark on my face. Any way to get it off?
A mark? No mention in the tomes. Strange. Unless it will disappear once your pact is fulfilled.
If I challenge him, end the pact that way, will it go away?
That I do not know. The one man who succeeded bore no mark.
Thanks. Helped me a lot.
Good. Very good. Ah, to feel useful after so many years locked up, living in fear. Why, it's pleasance itself.
Gone through Odim doesn't like loose ends, and to him, that's what this man was. First things first, we're gonna go speak with Shawnee to say our goodbyes, and then we will get on over to Olgierd. But I'm just trying to figure out where, like, how do I get out of here? Let's try this. Okay, I'll be right back when we get to Shawnee's, because this is probably gonna take a while to find how the heck I get out of this place. Okay, Shawnee's place should be right around here. Here we go. I honestly don't think I've ever actually come talk to her before we went meet Olgierd. Shani!
Yes, Geralt.
Gotta say, wedding was a great idea. Rarely have a chance to rest, get away from it all. Did me good to do just that.
I'm a medic. I tend to know what I'm doing when I prescribe something.
Hope Vladimir's antics weren't too annoying.
Peculiar man. Ghost, true. But I found him likable. Wager he was a real hoot when he was alive.
Said you needed to think things over. Have you?
Yes. I decided you're incredibly sweet, but...
But we're better off keeping things as they were.
You're always going places, and they're likely to ship me off soon. Besides, we tried once, and you know how that worked out.
You're right. But promise to share a bottle of wine with me from time to time.
Of course. I tell you what, I'll keep one handy.
See you later.
Huh. I thought that they were going to actually talk about, like, saying goodbye and all that. But apparently not. Apparently they just... That's all you can do. I guess it's just something to do, like, if you want to wrap things up before ending it.
Ah, watch your step.
Not what I wanted to do. I am trying to call Roach, because I've heard, but he doesn't seem to want to get over here. Is he stuck somewhere? Because I know Roach, he gets stuck places. I'm not seeing him. I guess we're fast traveling. Oh, God. Okay, so I'll be right back. Again, when we get there. Yeah, in case you're wondering, yeah, I had to run all the way over here because Roach is nowhere to be found. Like always. Luckily, it wasn't too far, but still.
Boy, Creve, your eyes, they shine so in the dark. Thought at first it were the lizard coming.
Thing that attacked. How big was it?
Well, too big to squeeze in here. It were huge. And those teeth, ugh, we barely escaped.
Wonder if it killed the traders. Poor son's sure had it coming.
Important thing now's to get out of here. Will ye help, Master Witcher?
Need to tend to the monster. Doubt I'll have to look far. Wyverns like to herd their prey towards their nests.
We'll wait here. Wouldn't want to get in your way.
Wyvern. Lucky me.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do that some other time. That's not our biggest concern right now. Forgot that you can run into them here. Yeah, I know I can use cat to see, but we really don't have that far to go, so it would kind of seem like a waste to use that here. So, like, we're almost out already. See, we just gotta go a little up ahead. Now, here's what I was talking about a while back, where I said Olgierd tried to play it smart by telling him, like, and when all is said and done, we'll meet on the moon and shake hands. Like, the on the moon part. He tried to use that as a way of saying, I'll say that, and then he'll never be able to collect on the debt that I owe him. He said the moon. You never stated which. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Strange choice of locale. Guessing there's a reason for it.
Wasn't me who chose it.
I assumed so. But since we're here, I believe you have something for me.
Fulfilled the third wish.
How do I know this to be the rose? Very well might have picked this up at the Oxenfurt market an hour ago.
Look closely at it. Got it from Iris. It was the last thing that bound her to this world.
What?
I think she loved you. Meant this as a token of that love.
She loved me. After all that's passed. Iris. What a mess we made of it all. If I'd only known then how it would end. What's happening? I feel as though a hot iron's pierced my chest.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. So glad to see everyone's made. How do you feel, Von Everett? A little less troubled? Lighter in the heart?
Or dim. What do you want?
What do you mean, what? Your soul.
You forget. The pact states you can take it only once you've fulfilled 3 wishes, and...
And we stand together on the moon. Well, what do you know?
What? No. We had a pact. The moon is there. There! Not here.
I gave you what you wished for. Here, on the moon, our contract you fulfilled.
Awesome. You cheated me.
I never cheat.
It's the right thing to do. Lesser of two evils.
Wait.
Do not interfere, Witcher. Remember what I did to the last fool who interrupted me.
You grant wishes, right? Grant mine and release him.
He must repay his debt.
Let him go, and I'll take it on. We'll call it mine.
You wish to give your soul for his?
No, but we can play for them. I lose, you take mine heirs. But if I win, you release us both.
What do you propose we play? Gwent?
Don't know. Maybe we can bet on a challenge. You know I'm good at accomplishing the impossible. Seen me do it.
Very well. But we shall do this my way.
What's happening?
You wish to play, so let us play. I shall tell you a riddle. Solve it, and both you and Olgierd will be free.
And if I don't?
Then we'll all three go for a wild ride. It's what you proposed, is it not?
The riddle. Let me hear it.
To all things and men I appertain, and yet by some am shunned and disdained. Fondle me and ogle me till you're insane, but no blow can harm me, cause me pain. Children delight in me, elders take fright, fair maids rejoice and spin. Cry and I weep, yawn and I sleep, smile and I shall grin.
What was that supposed to be?
You tell me, what am I?
You're going down.
We shall see, my friend. You must find me before the sand in the hourglass runs out. Ready? Let's begin.
Okay. So I know where to go now. I know where to go, and I know...
This place?
You like it? Plenty more where it came from. Just remember, you must find me before time runs out.
Come on.
Yeah, so I know how to... I know how to get a lot of money, a really good sword, and other things, and get to where we need to be before the time runs out. But we gotta hurry before the time runs out. Okay, okay, swords up here. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. We gotta go.
What is it about swords that turns men into utter fools when they see one for the taking? Through howling winds, pouring rain, with their life hanging by a thread. Which reminds me, time is running out.
And I think the cave that had the treasure in it is... Come on. And I forgot to turn notifications off.
Help! Geralt! Save me!
Yeah, you're on your own, Shawnee. Okay, there it is. There's the cave. Okay, and we're almost done. We're almost done. We got this. We got this. We got this. Come on, come on, come on. We gotta go. We gotta go. Gotta be quick. Gotta be quick. Come on, come on, come on. Trust me, you get a lot of money from this.
Really, Geralt,
It's worth it.
unable to resist a few shiny coins. I truly expected more. Especially since time is short.
Okay. If we hurry, we can hurry and make it. We can make it. We can make it. Come on. We gotta go. We gotta go. Okay, the house. There it is. Okay, we gotta go to the house. We gotta go to the house. Come on. I was trying to make.
Awful. You're doing terribly. Remember, you can always give up. As I see it, you will never find me. Never.
Now, notice he says that when you get here. He says that on purpose to try to mislead you.
So this is where you're hiding.
He tries to dissuade you from it.
Come now. You didn't expect it to be that easy, did you?
Plus, he made it a little obvious with Master Mirror. And remember what the cat and the dog said. Look for the mirror that can't be broken.
Doing that forever. Care to wager on it?
Oh, let's wager.
Gotcha.
Shenkonia momige, ara, stede, ma amaranei. Assholslan falafashtamashdaxna.
Be gone. You've lost.
So, any better?
Yeah, thanks. Wine's revived me a bit.
This plonk could revive a corpse. An exquisitely rank vintage. You know what, though? It's good at last to taste something real. So, have at it. Tell me what the blazes just happened. Your brand's gone. Guessing that's a good sign?
First off, you tell me what it's like to have a heart of stone.
It's wonderful at the start. You feel no fear, no angst, but also no concern, no care for anyone, not even those you loved. And gradually, you lose them. Well, you know how it ended.
What about your senses? Taste, smell?
All there. At first, I savoured the world like never before. It was stronger, more clear.
How's that possible?
I did not wish for a heart of stone. That was a mere side effect. I wished to win back Iris's hand and have my fortune restored. And then to live like there was no tomorrow. And thus I lived until I ceased to feel anything at all. What a joy to be done with it. Because I am done, right? Will you tell me what happened?
O'Dim decided to have some fun at my expense. Devised a game I was supposed to lose. Seems he'd forgotten the training you put me through. In doing the undoable.
So only to protect myself. In doing so, I put you in harm's way. Forgive me.
Well, don't have to worry about him anymore. You're safe and free.
I thank you. Though I've no notion what to do with this freedom now. Mirror took everything. Everything I loved. All I held dear.
Not true. Got your heart back.
A bitter victory. Now at last I sense how much I've lost. I've a heart again. Yet all it feels is grief, sadness, and defeat. My life is a ruin.
You've handled tougher situations. You'll figure this one out. Got a company of faithful comrades waiting. Got a home, your fortune.
No. I cannot live as I did before.
So what'll you do?
I don't know. But one thing's clear. It's time I took fate into my own hands. Lived life anew. And truly, this time.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll never forget what you did for me, Witcher. I have something for you.
Can't accept this.
You can, and must. This sabre's been in my family for generations. Even when I'd lost all else, it remained at my side. Means a great deal to me.
All the more reason why I can't take it.
Do me the honor. This'll mark the start of my new life. And such a weapon could be right useful to you.
Thank you.
Ow!
Sorry.
You needn't be. I thank you again, Geralt. And good luck on the path.
Good luck to you too.
Honestly, I love everything about The Witcher 3. Like, I love the DLCs. I love just everything. Even though this was a kind of a short DLC, it's still a good DLC. But it has its ups and downs. Like, one thing I do like about this is definitely the fight at the beginning with the frog, like, because it's a challenging fight, one where you can't just charge in and fight the frog like you would something else. No, you have to actually decide on the best course of action and take your time with the fight. And the missions, the quests, everything, it's all just really, really awesome. CD Projekt Red knows how to make a game, and I keep telling people this, they are not in this for the money. Like, they're in this for the fans. They put the fans first, then money second. In fact, they put everything else before the money. I mean, just look at Cyberpunk. It was supposed to release soon, but they push it back to September because they feel like it is not in a presentable state. And they even said that they were going to work hard to make sure it gets out. And I believe in CD Projekt Red. I believe in CDPR. If they say they need more time, I'm going to accept that, and I wish them luck, and I can't wait to play Cyberpunk, and I will be doing a Let's Play of that. Witcher will always be one of my most favorite games of all time. Like, there are barely any games that even come close to how much I love Witcher. Like, above all games, Witcher sits above all of them. I love Skyrim, I love Fallout, I love all kinds of other games, but Witcher 3 will always be my number one. And that's another thing. Other games put out a DLC and call it a campaign. CD Projekt Red puts out a campaign and calls that DLC. Especially with Blood and Wine, that's a pretty long DLC. But speaking of Blood and Wine, next episode, we're going to get right into that. We're going to go straight into Blood and Wine. Because, why not? Like, my initial plan was to take a break. But now that I'm on this new schedule, like where I do 3 episodes of one game a week, I feel like best thing to do is just go straight into Blood and Wine. So, yeah. That's what to expect for the next episode. And hope to see all y'all there. And I hope all of y'all enjoyed this Let's Play. So, with all of that being said, thanks all you so much for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, leave a like. And as always, please leave a comment down below. Because I do read your comments, I do try to reply to them. And they are the only way that I can improve on these videos. Also, if you want to chime directly or check out updates on the channel, check me out on my Twitter and Instagram at Antilles Gaming. I also live stream every Friday at 7:30 Central in the afternoon on Twitch. Twitch name is Antilles Gaming, so if you want to come by, watch some live gameplay, or just have a live chat, I would love to see all of you there. And, with all that being said, I'll see all of you in the next episode.